How do airplanes that weigh hundreds of tons get off the ground? This is your plane. To get it to take off, you'll design its wings into this shape. When air flows over the wings, it splits into two streams, one above the wing and one below. The air moving over the top speeds up more than the air underneath. According to Bernoulli's principle, the faster a gas flows, the lower its pressure. That creates an upward force under the wings. But this force alone isn't nearly strong enough to lift the plane, so you add slats and flaps to the wings, parts that can extend forward and backward. This increases the wing's surface area. These designs just give the plane the conditions it needs to take off though. What it's still missing is the key power, so you mount 4 jet engines on the wings plus 2 elevators on the tail. When the engines fire up, the plane starts taxiing down the runway. Then you lift the elevators. Because of the airflow, the tail gets a downward push. The tail drops and the nose tilts up slightly. At this point, the slats and flaps on the wings open up, which increases the wind-facing area and makes the lift even stronger. With that huge lift, the plane can take off. After that, it climbs until it reaches an altitude of 10,000 meters. Now, here's the question. How does the plane turn when it's in the air? You could put a vertical rudder on the tail, tilt the rudder, and the plane turns. But this would make the plane bank sharply sideways, and passengers would feel really uncomfortable. Instead, you adjust the angle of the wings so that each wing generates different amounts of lift. At the same time, you use the tail rudder too. This way, the plane can turn much more smoothly. When you reach your destination, you shut down or reduce the engine power. The plane slows down gradually and starts descending toward the ground. Now you need to control the slats and flaps on the wings, as well as the elevators on the tail, to manage its speed and angle. Then you lower the landing gear, and finally the plane touches down gently on the runway. Congratulations! You've invented a large passenger aircraft.